Hi, allow me to introduce you to this. It's my fog machine. Yeah, it's a little bit rusty to say the least. It's been sitting in this box for 5-6 years at least. I just keep it in there because it's somewhere to keep it. But as you see, it's gone a bit rusty. But that's not why I'm showing it. Unfortunately for me, I put a liquid in a container in its box sitting on top of this. The container sprang a leaked through the box and filled this up. So unfortunately, as you can see in the bottom of the bottom of this box is rusty. It's still dripping out. The plug, as you can see here, this has corroded and gone manky because of what it was sitting in. Don't know how long it was sitting in it for. So it's pretty much useless. But I thought, let's see if I can open it and see what's actually inside. I'm expecting a heater and a pump. That's it. But let's have a look in anyway. I have my electric screwdriver. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Oh, that one went. Let's see if I can get the angle grinder. Please hold. One angle grinder. You don't want to watch. I'll back in a minute. It's so cute. Oh dear. Let's have a closer look. If you've not seen inside one of these before, it's pretty generic stuff. You have a reservoir for your fog fluid, then you have a pump that pumps the fog fluid out into this. Now this actual one, it's you can see it just there. It's wet to say the least, because as I said earlier, I had a problem and the pink box it was in filled up with fluid. Of course, this was sitting in it, so this has absorbed it all. But what happens is, that's a thermal cutout should it go horribly wrong. Basically, it's a heating element inside a block of aluminium. This white here is insulation to keep the heat in. All that happens is that when you press the button on the switch here, when you press the button here on the switch, the pump comes on, pumps it through here, which is a heating element, and it just vaporizes it. It comes out as fog. It's simple but clever. The heating element connections are actually sitting there. If this should overheat, this should cut it out until it cools down again. But that's neither here nor there. daft thing is, yes, you might be saying, go and test it, test it, test it. But this is obviously going to smoke a heck of a lot because it's wet, and also it's not water it was soaked in. So I don't want to breathe that in. I've got no idea if the fluid is of any use. The electrical connections, I'll be honest, they don't look too bad. But herein comes the crunch. And it actually does have a proper earth terminal. There's a surprise. They don't usually. The thing is that I haven't used this for what? 10, 15 years? Yes, it was sitting in the box for quite a few years, but I haven't used it for like 15 plus years. I can get a new one of these. I've seen them for £15. £21 shipping. Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it? But my reasoning for not buying a new one, apart from the money it's going to cost that I don't really have, is what am I going to do with it? Yeah, you could smoke out the whole room and like, yeah, put lots of lights in it. Yeah, you can. For half an hour. Then what do you do? I bought this many moons ago because I did used to have a lot of disco lights and thought it would be great. It was. It fills the whole room with fog, which is what it's supposed to do. But then what do you do? If I was permanent DJ, then yeah, maybe I could say yes, I can get one of them. Or if I did lots of pictures with disco lights, yes, it'd be good. But I just don't use them. And as you can see, yes, alright, it's neglect, but it's gone rusty. But my whole point being, I have no use for one, so I'm not going to buy another one. I generally do not see the point of me buying one. If you want to buy yourself one, please do. But for me, am I going to buy another one? No. Am I going to keep this one? Why? I don't trust it. Yes, it served well for its time, but as I've said, I have no need for one. And no, I'm not going to send it to you because that's going to cost me money to send it. And also, I can't guarantee it. So, sorry, there's only one place this is going to go. That's in the bin. Let me know what you think. To me, it's too risky to even attempt to salvage it. But as I said, if I did, what am I going to do with it? If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this content, hit the thumbs up button 3 times. If you'd like to help show your support for the channel, please buy me a coffee. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.